Gonna lose too. Dripping in ice. You looking at you. It's squad goals win. I up pretty like no.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got this streets on my back. Carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning. Skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning. I had me a pop by the morning. I had me some breaks by the morning. I had a sis by the morning. I got on a meat on the morning. The rats keep me up on the ocean. I had a in my shoulder. You got a vision. Jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man. Who's you? My shawty pulling up with a real bad. You too. Dripping my swag.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Here comes Nelson. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Newton. Open man right side is Ingram. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, 4 down. That's rock now. Wide to the 3.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Gun.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. He finds Beckham complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Is that all you got, O? You better come harder next time, son. Yeah, D.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Eight. Mike, check. 8. So we got man.
Now Newton. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
20. Hey, check. 3 down.
Out of the gun, Newton. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Push him back. Gun. Sponge. No.
From the gun, here's Newton. He dumps it off to Barkley. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Great. Hey. We got 4.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey.
Operating from the gun, Newton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And his kick here is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean? Break out just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Watch left. He's tied right there.
All right, here we go. Boom!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Four down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that
All right,
one.
here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Check.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Over.
Now the Georgia Southern man is Matt Breida. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Alert 86.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mike's 59.
They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Detroit.
55.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Tight end left.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Detroit.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Gun.
Here's Newton now on second down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Giants on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Great.
From the gun, Newton dancing to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down. Here we go now. Blue line.
The first run for the backup Abdullah. Down to the 25. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Check 99. Check 99.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Tight right. All right, here we go. Blue 90.
They're going to look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Let's go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not at all.
Because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Newton now to throw. Over the middle to Beckham.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
He's crashing.
Great. Set 180.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Kevin King coming up from the secondary to make the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Miles Jack in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey. We got 20. 3 down.
Great.
Newton now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jaguars getting set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Here they come, 2nd and 10 now from the 10.
Strong right. Four down. Check.
Over.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Hey, pick it up.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's Dorsett. Now out come the Giants. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Newton. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
26. 3-3.
Hey, hey.
Hey. You got to get moving, man.
Hey.
You got to get that. 44.
Now Newton on 1st down. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Gun.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Hey.
Cut.
Hey.
Eyes up.
To the air again, Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Tight end right.
Gun.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Hey.
Jam.
Hey.
Motion.
Newton throwing again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram as the 1st half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Shift.
Gun.
Check. 59.
Over.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Charles Tapper in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we'll still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
4 down. Alert.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamie Collins in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Some space.
3 down.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Dorsett on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, Newton. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Come on now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end. Out. 3 down.
White 33.
Check 26.
Great.
A first down carry for Barkley.
Check 31.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25. About a few inches here.
Here we go. Let's go.
Tight left, tight left. Hey, boys, we got 4.
Let's rock now.
Check 4, check.
Let's rock now. 20.
Watch that.
Great.
Both foes to Mike. Mike's both foes.
Now Newton. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, here we go. 3.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move. Even. 4 down. Even.
Great.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Double tight.
They'll go to Barkley. Is down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
Probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop.
Mike's 5-4.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up